This is Live Oak Cemetery, which has served the pioneer community of Clayton since the 1860s. This marker, with streamers still flying, is the grave site of the Pacheco family. Pacheco was a great Spanish land baron who donated the land for this burial ground to the people of Clayton at the request of Joel Clayton's beautiful wife. Both Joel, his wife, and Margaret Ellen McClay Clayton are buried on this beautiful knoll overlooking Clayton Valley, but their graves are unmarked and the location somewhat confused. The pioneers who originally settled this valley in the foothills of Mount Diablo are all dead now, and there are few remaining who can remember with accuracy the facts of their forefathers' rugged existence. Clayton is surrounded by ranch and farming land. This valley was once filled with wine-producing vineyards. 2 wineries were built and produced a fine, high-quality wine. The DiMartini wines took first prize for port and sherry in the St. Louis Exposition. The buildings are still standing, but the vineyards have gone and replaced by new homes. People grow old and die. Towns grow old too, and some like Nortonville and Somerville to the east have passed completely from the contemporary scene. But Clayton is still alive. On March 3rd, 1964, old and new residents of this quiet hamlet combined their efforts to make Clayton, California's newest city, the 13th in the county of Contra Costa. Keller Ranch provides us with a sweeping view of Martinez, Pacheco, Concord, Pleasant Hill, Cowell, and directly below Mount Diablo, Clayton. Was once the home of 3-toed horses, humpless camels, and tusked mammoths, according to reports in History of Contra Costa County by May Purcells. Later Indians, described as different and uniquely distinguishable from other Californian Indians, made Clayton Valley their home. As the first white men moved into this valley, Marsh, Morgan, and Don Pacheco, the Indians, as elsewhere, resented their intrusion. Soon, white men and Indians clashed savagely. Needless to say that all civilization advanced towards Clayton Valley. The Indian, like the humpless camel, disappeared. Clayton has always been a miner's town. Even before Clayton Valley arrived on the scene, miners were attracted to this place by the Frenchman's Mine, located just above the present town site. Traveling southeast on Clayton Road, we pass the Clayton Elementary School, down the hill and around the bend in the road, and we are now dragging the Clayton's main street. Clayton's city office is to our right. To our left is John Cowad's Pioneer Inn. To the right, our television repair store and Mr. Morgan's grocery store. The Growler, and on the right, the Kate Clayton Club. We are at the south end of town now and about to take a short trip east on Black Diamond Road towards the old ghost towns of Nortonville and Somerville. Black diamond inherits its name from the coal that was once mined in these old towns. On any given day, the traveler along Black Diamond may encounter wildlife. Rattlesnakes or harmless little critters like this one. These remains of a butchered cow look like the result of modern-day rustlers to us. This road, up, around, and over the hill, we will end up in Nortonville. Let's go back to Clayton. Clayton's city office is open 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Our new city clerk, Mrs. Ellingson, we'll be happy to greet you until 1 o'clock in the afternoon when she closes the office. As the years passed, many commercial enterprises flourished in Clayton. 3 hotels, a blacksmith, a livery stable, a steam beer brewery, a butcher shop, a post office, and several saloons. Every Saturday night, the miners descended on Clayton for business and entertainment. They relieved their thirst in the Eagle Saloon and danced the night away in the dance hall just below Oddfellows Club, now the site of John Jawad's parking lot. In the darkness of this eucalyptus grove, you can just make out Doug Mitchell cutting up firewood. Doug has lived in Clayton since he was a boy. Doug is showing a student a house on the other side of Main Street that was moved from Nortonville before the turn of the century. Long gone are the days when miners swarmed Clayton's muddy streets, but you can almost hear the echo of their robust voices when Doug Mitchell tells you stories of the old days. Doug likes to tell about carrying the mail on horseback from Antioch through Nortonville, Somerville, Stewartsville, and West Hartley, ending up the day in Clayton and bedding down the horse. Doug also was once a professional dog trainer. Doug claims to have trained over 3,000 dogs in his day. The dog in the picture was a favorite who learned how and enjoyed smoking. A visit with Doug Mitchell is not complete without a drink from the old well behind his house. evening, down between the house and the barn, you can usually find Doug playing a game of horseshoes. Doug is one of the few remaining old-timers and still a hard man to beat. This weather-beaten old frame building has survived over 100 years. Originally, it was a Presbyterian church built by Welsh miners. It was used as a town hall and still serves the community as a church, recreation hall, and as the meeting place for the new city council. As we leave this historic hamlet, let us hope that future generations will still be able to enjoy the rich cultural history of the town too beautiful to die.
Plenty of gold, so I've been told in California. sing. Blow you in my hay, blow you in my hole. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told in California. Ain't got a nickel and I ain't got a dime. Ladies, say ladies, let's all sing it one more time. Sing, ladies, sing. Blow